Welcome to this 10-minute lockdown cardio heart and lung health workout. This one is audio described, which just means that I am going into quite a lot of detail about all of the movements that we do as they happen. So if you have either very little useful vision or none at all, this one should be okay for you to follow along. Also, you may just prefer to listen to the instructions as you're working out rather than watching them on a screen. First, we've got a few health and safety things to go through. All of the videos on If Ginger Can Do It are for people who are basically physically healthy. If you have underlying health conditions, it's important that you talk to your doctor, your physio, or your consultant before you exercise to find out what level and type of exercise is suitable for you. All cardio workouts follow a similar sort of pattern in which we start gently, but then we keep on moving in a steady, rhythmic manner, raising your heart rate and your breathing. They work quite hard throughout the session, and then we bring your breathing and your heart rate back down gently towards the end. It's normal that you're going to feel that you're working harder, that you're breathing harder, that your heart is beating a little bit more than normal. It's also normal that you will heat up. What's not normal is if you start to really overheat and you feel either very, very sweaty, uncomfortable, sick, dizzy, or that your legs are giving way from under you. Any abnormal symptoms like that, you must immediately stop, sit down, and drink water. Make sure that you're not overdressed for the session to start off with. Keep either a bottle or a glass of water at your side. Drink a little bit beforehand and then drink again at the end of the session. Make sure that you're working in an area that is suitable without clutter, with a smooth, even surface. No rugs or heavy pile carpets, please. Keep your pets out of the room while you're doing the workout. Ensure that you're wearing shoes that are flat, comfortable and well-fitting. No slippers, no sandals, nothing that's going to trip you up. Lastly, you may want to use a kitchen chair to help with your balance and stability during this session. You have two choices. You can either stand directly behind the chair back so that you can put both of your hands gently resting them on the chair back as you step. If you feel a bit steadier than that, you can try placing the kitchen chair to your side so that you have one hand resting on the chair back. Eventually, as you get used to it and as your leg strength improves and your stepping is steadier, the idea is that you'll try to reduce down so that you're not relying on the kitchen chair at all to help with your workout. Okay, if you're ready to go, this is it, your 10-minute lockdown cardio session. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start by just stepping on the spot, and I'm setting my watch already for 10 minutes for our workout. So if you're working with your chair just in front of you, place your hands lightly on the chair. Otherwise, you can have one hand at the side or just stepping on the spot. As we're stepping gently here, lifting one foot then the other, I want you to pay attention to your posture. Keep checking back with your posture throughout this workout. That means trying to pull really tall so that you've got length through your spine. Shoulders are nice and opened so that your arms are loose by your sides. Your chin is level. Think about keeping your head properly balanced right on top of your spine, not letting your chin drop down. Check that regularly. Have a little pull in on your lower abdominal muscle. That's round about where your belly button is. It'll help to support you in standing balance. So still stepping, we're now going to lift your shoulders up to your ears and back down. And shoulders lifting, pulling them up to your ears and then sliding them back down. Your arms will move, but it's your shoulders that are bringing them up and sliding them back down again. And lifting, shoulders to try to touch your ears and straight back down. Now we're going to roll the shoulders around, coming up in front, pulling them behind and down. Repeating this another 4 or 5 times. Every time you do it, keep your head still. Don't let the head either drop or tip backwards. This is the 4th shoulder roll round from the front to the back. And now the last one. And you're going to step your feet just a fraction wider and keeping your knees slightly soft. We're standing with hands at the sides. We're now going to reach your hand, one hand down the side of your knee and then come back up to your center. So it's a sideways reaching your hand down the other knee now and up to center. So we are doing a sideways slide down, hand reaching to try to get the side of your knee and back up again. And the other side and back up again. This is not a great big long reach to the side because you must stay upright as you do it. So imagine a pane of glass in front of you, another one behind you, and the only way that you can move is sideways. We're loosening through the spine sideways. Okay, we've done 3 or 4 lots of those. Bring your hands to your center just by your belly button. Keep your feet where they are, and now top half of your body is going to turn. That's your head and shoulders twisting and your rib cage twisting, then back to your center. Now you're going to twist them the opposite way gently and back to your center. And again, twisting the first direction, so head, shoulders and your rib cage turn so you feel like you're pulling through your waist. Back to center, then the other way and back to your center again. One more time, each way round and center and round the other way and center. Bring your feet back underneath your front hips where they live, where you're stepping, and off we go. From this moment, we are going to carry on stepping on the spot. We might be doing some other things as well, but always stepping. And whatever else you're doing, just keep gently stepping. Now, I'm bringing my arms in so that we're just working a little bit harder. So I've got my elbows slightly bent and I'm digging back a little bit with the arms as though I'm marching. So that's just a little bit more work. And now can you hear I am starting to lift my feet a little bit higher, and at the same time I'm driving my arms a little bit harder because this represents harder work, and it means also that my heart rate and my breathing are going to start to increase a little bit. And now I'm taking my arms down and I'm going to slightly reduce my speed because I'm lifting my knees a bit higher in front of me. And again, what that is ramping up the amount of work that I'm doing. So again, things are starting to feel as though they're working a little bit harder. And at this point, you need to check in with yourself, with your body, see how exactly you're feeling. And the question is this: what level are you working at right now? Is it light? Is it fairly light? Somewhat hard? Or hard? Remember, you're still lifting those knees up. So have a think about that. What's the answer? Is it light, fairly light, somewhat hard, or hard? And I'm going to bring that stepping back down to a normal stepping, but my arms are marching at my sides. So any of your answers are going to be right, but if you're working at a level that's very light, you need to work a bit harder. So just push yourself a bit more, put a bit more power into your arms as you dig back. If you're feeling it's already hard, then steady it all back down again. Take your stepping down. Make sure your arms are just light at your sides so that you're not doing so much work. That'll bring your effort level down a bit again. Me, I'm carrying on and I'm going to introduce arms. So we're taking one arm up straight in front of you, just to your shoulders, then swap for the other one. Each arm in turn is coming up, out in front. First arm, second arm. They're just reaching in front of you and back down. Your palms are downwards. And one arm, two arm, one arm, second arm, first arm, second arm, first arm, second arm, and take them down. Now both arms together, just to your shoulders and down, just to your shoulders and down, just to your shoulders and down, and to your shoulders and down. And now we're taking them up to the shoulders and slightly out to the sides, in and down. Keep stepping, arms up, take them apart, bring them in and back down. Again, up, take them apart and bring them in and back down. And now, marching arms and really moving those feet, lifting them. Keep going. Good. Bring them back down again. And I want you to think about those words that we were talking about earlier. How hard are you working? Is your effort level right now light, fairly light, somewhat hard, or hard? And whichever of those it is where you're working, you can adjust accordingly by upping your effort level right now or by bringing it back down again. And now I'm taking my arms out straight to the sides and down. Arms to the sides and down. Arms to the sides and down. Arms to the sides and down. Take them out and down. Lift them up and back. Lift them up and back. Two more like that. And again. And now, arms down, keep your feet moving. Check your chin level, make sure you're still tall in posture. Here we go, we're going to punch in front. Punch one arm, punch the second arm, first arm, second arm, straight the way in front. And punch and punch and punch. Now, punching a bit wider, out to the side. And out to the side, each way. Out to the side, out to the side. Right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm. Punching, punching, still stepping, and punch and punch and punch and punch and down. Woo, shake out your arms. Now we're going to swim, a breaststroke swim in front. Here we go. Out, swim around, out, swim around, out, around, swim. Imagine you're going through the water. Breaststroke swim. Good. One more. Swim and down. And now, your breathing is definitely going to be more, your heart rate is going to be more. I feel like I'm working quite hard right now. So I'm beginning to bring it back down because we're getting close to the end of the workout. Okay, so a little bit more gentle. No arms right now. No arms, just that gentle stepping on the spot. Okay, pay attention to your breathing. All right, we're going to do a little side step here, stepping to one side, then back over. So you step, bring the other foot, back, bring the other foot, each side in turn. And that's going to calm things down a bit more, no arms. So here we go, paying attention to your breathing. Bringing it back to normal. Good. Just that little side step. And now just gentle stepping on the spot, hardly moving your feet at all. Yeah, I'm looking at my watch and we are close to done. We're going to finish just by having your feet just normal hip width apart, not too wide. Do a little dip. So this is like a tiny little bounce. Push your bottom back, bend your knees. Push your bottom back, bend your knees. And little bounce. And little bounce. It's really small, just to help finish off. 5, 4, 3, bouncing, 2, and last one. And there you can stop and shake out your legs. So we're done. We've done our 10 minutes. And now, don't know whether you're going to think this is good news or bad news, you have to do that all over again in another few hours' time, because really you need to be doing 3 lots of 10 every day. So that's 30 minutes in total, which adds up then to your 150 minutes. That's your recommended government guidelines for cardiovascular fitness, all right? So to keep your heart and lungs healthy, you've got to be doing that effort of raising the heart level, making the breathing harder for those 10-minute sessions 3 times a day, or maybe one 20-minute session and a 10-minute session, or one 30-minute session. We don't mind really how you chunk it up, but you have got to do that amount of effort for your heart and lung fitness. That's your basic level. Okay, so I hope that you're feeling okay. Well done for having made it through to the end. And do remember to take a drink of water, shake out your legs. You might feel the effects tomorrow a little bit if you're not used to this kind of thing. But as you continue to do it, it's going to get very familiar, and you'll be able to find that you can keep going for longer, or possibly even work a bit harder within the amount of time that you are doing this. And all of that is to the good. I'm hoping to put out other audio described workouts, but I really need your feedback on how this is for you. So if you'd like to get in touch with me with comments and suggestions, email Jane at, all one word, ifgingercandoit.com. Okay, so all one word, ifgingercandoit.com. Jane at ifgingercandoit.com. Or if you want to find me on Facebook, just get into Facebook and then type at If Ginger, and up will come my page. Okay, best of luck, and see you again for the next one. Bye.